Guys, this August, I cracked the code. We're talking effortless beauty routines that actually work. Because if you're tired of wasting time on routines that overpromise and underdeliver, then this video is for you. Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome back to my channel. I don't know about you, but when I put too many steps into a routine, it feels daunting. And so if it feels daunting, I am less likely to do it. And not only am I less likely to do it, but I tend to be a little bit like resentful while doing it. So I just think like taking whatever routine you have and simplifying it, it'll feel less of a burden and will kind of bring you back to that state of enjoying the routine, enjoying the sitting down and doing your makeup. I have been doing my brows first in my makeup routine. I just find like my brows look better when I do them first, and also it gives me the wiggle room to go ahead and clean them up. Because if you think about it, if you have like concealer, foundation, whatever it is you're using, and then you do your brows after, it's not as easy to clean up. I just find like your brows end up looking a little bit more natural too, because you can go ahead and clean them up a little bit. And sometimes I have a heavy hand when I fill my brows in. And while I love a big bushy brow, sometimes they can become monstrosities on my face. When I do my makeup, the parts of my face that I think make the biggest difference for me is doing my brows, because they really shape my face. And I think I look younger with my brows filled in, and also my lips. So if I am sitting down to do my makeup and I don't have a lot of time, by starting out doing my brows, I can cut corners where necessary. To fill my brows in today, which I have already done, I used my Gua Precision Brow Pencil. This is definitely one of my favorites, but it has been moving up the ranks. It's super creamy and it's super quick. This color can be a little dark for me, and I can get a little heavy-handed with it because it is so creamy, but because I'm doing my brows first, I can go in a little bit more heavy-handed, and this just gets it filled in literally 30 seconds. Like 30 seconds, not even, and I'm done filling my brows in whenever I use this product. This is drugstore, affordable, and I'm in the shade Brunette. Again, this is the Gua Precision Brow Pencil. All right, I brought you in a little closer, so hopefully you can see a little bit better. I absolutely hate this dress, but I have so many loads of laundry to do today, and this was the only dress that fit me in my current Rent the Runway delivery. I got a lot of like strappy dresses. I have such a short torso, and I'm so narrow up top that like all of the dresses will fit me perfectly in my body, and then the straps will like sit above my shoulders, and I just look silly. So let's just ignore the fact that maybe I look a little frumpy in this dress. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Dior Forever Skin Correct, and I'm in the shade 1N, and I just don't understand how I still have this damn concealer. I just feel like they never run out, but I'm just putting this in the center of my face. I also had a zit that I picked the shit out of, because what else does one do when they have a zit? And I will tell you, like when you use this concealer, you need to move a little quickly because it does kind of dry quickly. Last night, Mike and I and my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law went to the Jessie Murph concert, and I love going to concerts and like channeling whoever it is I'm going to see. So I pulled up some pictures of Jessie Murph, and she does a lot of like super heavy like eyeliner, not as intense as Amy Winehouse, but just kind of like that vibe. Like big dark hair. I did like a really smoked out eyeliner look. I love the natural makeup, but a part of me is like, ooh, CoverGirl, oh, this is the shit. I'm in the shade 525 Buff Beige, but I'm just gonna powder my whole face. You know how we do here. Soon my face is gonna be as dry as the Sahara Desert, and I will shift my makeup techniques. But for the time being, in the summer, I just like to powder the crap out of my face. My NARS Laguna bronzer, because no one does it like her. I don't know how she's still going, but I'm just gonna apply a little bit of bronzer to my face as I normally do. This brush feels like a natural bristle. The difference between synthetic and natural bristles, if you're wondering, synthetic bristles are normally really soft, whereas natural bristles are a bit like scratchier, picks up more powder and distributes the pigmentation quicker. Just been helping me speed up the getting ready process. Sephora collection in the shade Flirted Up. Oh, it's just so freaking good. It's so pretty. Into the crease of my eye. For eyes, I'm just gonna go back into my NARS Laguna bronzer, and I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush. This is the Scott Barnes 62, but you could take any fluffy brush. It does not matter. Carve out my crease as I normally do, just to like kind of make the eye look a little bit more cohesive as like a part of the face. I literally spend like probably 3 minutes in total with my eye makeup, but I don't know if you can tell that this eye just looks like it belongs more so than this eye, and it just brings a little bit more definition. Okay, now this eyeshadow is mucho expensive, and it's not worth it. I mean, it's beautiful, and I've been wearing it, but the price point is just insane. But this is Bobbi Brown, the Luxe Eyeshadow in Moonstone, and it is such a pretty color, and I wanted it for the longest time. Show it off. It's really freaking pretty. Put this in the center of my eye, just like where the light would naturally hit my eye. Kind of just like focus it on the lid. And then I'm gonna take a flat brush and I'm gonna pick up a little bit and disperse it all over the lid. It's a little bit more like concentrated when you use your finger. And then if you use the brush, it's less, like the glitters are kind of like a little bit more spaced out. I absolutely love it. I don't know, I feel like a sparkly little fairy. Lancome Lash Idol. I have been wearing a lot of mascara. I don't think I wore mascara for the first 3 months of this year. I forgot to curl my lashes. Okay, we're not gonna curl our lashes today, but I have been curling my lashes. I'm so sorry. I have been using my Swede Lash Growth Serum. I mentioned that in last month's favorites. They're definitely longer, so it just makes it a little bit more fun to apply. You know, it's like more fun to apply mascara when your lashes are healthier, longer, and just all around in a better spot. I'm gonna take my brow gel. This is just the e.l.f. Wow Brow. Brush the brows up, give them a little lift, take out any powder that may have floated into my brow hair. I finished my Charlotte Tilbury I always struggle to say this, Airbrush Flawless setting spray. I always get it in a travel size. I just like to have it because, you know, I like to use it in the summer or when Mike and I go on warmer holidays because it really does, it's like cement for the face. It really locks the makeup in. But I ran out of it and I decided I don't need a setting spray because I have so many setting sprays. One hit, prime, set, and refresh dewy finish face mist. That's a nice friggin' mist. It's very fine. I like this spray. It's like a very fluid bottle. I don't find like I'm ever having to like press it down too many times. I don't really find like it leaves me dewy. Let's move on to my lipstick bag. I did a terrible job. I'm gonna be honest. I did a terrible job this month of using these lipsticks, and so I think I want to keep the lipsticks that I picked last month. If you did not see my July favorites, I started doing this thing. One of my subscribers gave me the brilliant idea to like have a makeup bag, pick lips that I'm going to dedicate, like lipsticks that I'm going to dedicate to my lips each and every month. This way, I kind of just get a better sense of what I have, so that when I go online and I see a girlfriend and I'm like, oh my God, what's on your lips? It looks so good. Like I have a better idea of what I have, because a lot of the times I will buy a lip product and I have so many lip products. And the reality is like, I never get to the bottom of a lipstick because I have too many. I did learn a few things because I did use them. I just wasn't strict about only using whatever was in here. I am a really big fan of these Sephora lipsticks. I know I was like on the fence with them. Peachier shade, I wore this all the time. It is a beautiful color. Maybe I will apply this today. We'll link these down below, but these are gonna stay in my collection. I'm definitely gonna get a lot of wear out of this like beigey, kind of like light nude. So, but I wanted to wear the more like summery color while it is still summer. I did this in hopes to kind of like get to know what I have, like I said, but also to declutter. So I am gonna get rid of this Burt's Bees Squeezy Tinted Lip Balm. I just don't like this. It has like a really pungent smell. I don't like the applicator. I just find like, I don't enjoy this. And so I'm gonna make space. I wore Candy Chic a lot also. This is the lipstick by Charlotte Tilbury. CoverGirl, I wore this a lot. Beautiful color, very peachy, very summery. I'm really upset that I didn't wear this Yensa one at all. I didn't wear this at all. And this is like a very summery color for me. It's just like very pungent, bright. This is one that I threw in that I want to wear in September. This is a Sephora lipstick. Sephora has really good lipsticks. Sheer Shine Brilliance lipstick in the shade 7. I love this color. Let's just apply the lip that I wore the most, and this wasn't even in my little lip bag, so I'm gonna do a better job next month. I'm so sorry I didn't do a good job, but at least we got rid of one thing. ColourPop lip pencil in the shade Ashton. It kind of reminds me of the Rhode lip liners. I really loved pairing it with the Candy Chic lipstick, so I'm just gonna wear that. Love this combo together. And that is the makeup all done. I look like myself, but a better version. And that is my ultimate favorite kind of makeup. That is always what I strive for. So let's go ahead and let's talk about skincare. In my last video in July, I was using The Ordinary. I was mixing these two serums on my forehead, and it was the Argireline and the Matrixyl. And I talked to you guys about this, but on Schmick you would have seen this everywhere, but everyone was saying that this is like, you know, Botox, like topical Botox, like it helps to paralyze your forehead so that your forehead muscles don't work as much, la la la. I didn't really see such a big difference for me. I'm not very expressive with my forehead. I do things like Gua Sha and my Medicube to help relax the muscles in my face. And so I just didn't find this to be a necessary step for me. That's not to say that it doesn't work. I just personally didn't notice such a difference. I'm back on my good old Caudalie resveratrol lift. It's just such a good serum, a thin serum. Finished my bottle of Kiehl's Better Screen UV serum. This is SPF 50. Works really well for me all year round. Her and I, we are going steady, and I will not be introducing anyone into the mix. I just think this is so good, and until my skin no longer vibes with it, I think she is the one. She is the one. Okay, so like skincare, beauty routines that I've been keeping up with that I don't spend too much time doing, but really genuinely makes such a big difference in not only how I feel, but how I look, and also how my makeup goes on. One of those things where you put in the 5-10 minutes to just get so much out of it that it's worth it. So I've been gua shaing. I use the Sachi Beauty. This is just their stainless steel gua sha. I do this in the morning. I will do 1 pump of my cleansing oil, put it all over my face, down my neck, and then I will gua sha my face. I follow this health and wellness account. Her name is Chrissy. I will literally link the video that I follow and the gua sha routine that I do of hers. I literally, every time I do the gua sha, I do her routine specifically. Right here, I hold a lot of tension like in my brows, but specifically in this brow, like it'll furrow here. Instead of getting Botox, like I got Botox once and I really didn't like it. I gua sha, I will massage my 11s and then wring them out and like put the muscle back into place. It's like crazy, but honestly, it's like you work out the muscles in your face to help them relax, because when they're tense all the time, that's how you get wrinkles and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, not that wrinkles are bad. I'm just trying to age as gracefully as possible without putting, you know, chemicals in my body. So I love this. I do this probably 3 to 4 times a week. The day that I wash my hair and the day after I wash my hair, just because I don't want to get oil in my hair. With a gua sha, you not only have to focus on your face, but you also have to focus on your scalp. So you have to like massage your scalp, and it's just like there's oil, and I don't want to make my hair greasy, you know, because I only wash my hair twice a week and I can't wash it anymore. Okay, I physically cannot wash it more. I will use my Medicube device, the microcurrent that runs through your face, massages the muscles of your face. This is like more manual, the gua sha, where this is like a device that's doing it, and this is pricier. If you are a babe on a budget, you don't need this. Okay, you can gua sha all day, every day. I just have both, and so I use both. I used to spend so much time doing this, okay? This has a 5-minute setting, and now I just do it for 5 minutes. So I will do the lower half of my face for 1.5 minutes. I will do the other half of my face for 1.5 minutes, and then I will do my forehead for the remainder of the 5 minutes, and I'm done. I no longer use this on my neck. It is safe to use it on your neck so long as you're not using it on your trachea, because it's not good for your thyroid. It can mess up your thyroid. But I don't even bother anymore. I've just really condensed this, and yeah, so I really love this. And again, my makeup goes on beautifully. I don't look as angry. I don't look as tense, and it's really great. And these are just beauty routines that I will do forever and a lifetime. I also really love my Therabody Mask, a UV light mask that I've talked to you guys about several times that has, I think it's a 9-minute express setting. And so that I will do at the end of the day. I will wash my face, get rid of makeup or sunscreen or whatever I put on my face for that day. I will then use my mask for 9 minutes. If you've never tried any of these things, I would say start with the gua sha, see how you feel. It is the cheapest option. I am still drinking Nello on a daily basis. I do 1 serving of Nello every day in 16 ounces of water. 20 minutes after I do Nello, I kind of just feel more like even keeled, and I think it's really great. And a lot of people say that it has helped them lose weight. It hasn't necessarily helped me lose weight, but it has helped kind of like keep a little bit of like the puffiness at bay. Your hormones and stress levels have a lot to do with your weight, and when you are so stressed, you hold on to weight and water retention, and you just look puffier because your cortisol levels are so high. But so Nello has magnesium, L-theanine, it has ashwagandha and other ingredients that help to just level out your nervous system and just help you like zen. So I don't think it's like a weight loss supplement. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not like I lost like 15 pounds taking Nello. If you're in that area of your life where you're working out, you're eating healthy, you're making like good, healthy, conscious decisions, and I think Nello will fit seamlessly into your routine. And I will link the Nello that I use down below. There's all different ones, but I specifically do the calm. They also have focus, but I don't want to focus. I want to disassociate. And then I'm still taking collagen with my first cup of coffee every day. I will link the ones that I take down below. Guys, I've been doing this for years, but this is like the quickest thing that you can do in order to help support your hair, skin, and nails. And it also is like 18 grams of protein in your first cup of coffee in the morning, which I just think is such a great added bonus. Taking supplements like Nello and collagen, easy, quick things that I can do for my mental health and just like my physical appearance. Also, my hair routine. I don't know if you noticed, maybe you don't even think my hair looks any different, but I will go ahead and link this video, this woman that I follow, what is her name? There's this one video, again, that I follow religiously, and every time I do my hair like this, I will pull this video up. Oh, her name is Ursula, and she is like a wavy hair connoisseur. It literally takes me like a minute to do this, like, and it's no heat styling. I always knew I had wavy hair, but I didn't know that there's like such thing as a curl pattern. I just, you know, I am 34 years old, and I am now just learning that I have a curly pattern to my hair. It's like I braided it. You know what I'm saying? Like when you braid your hair and then you take it out, like that's the natural texture of my hair. Very long story short, I will go in the shower, I will wash my hair as I usually wash my hair. I will come out of the shower and immediately I will add a detangler to my hair. So my hair is wet, and you have to do it on wet hair. Otherwise it comes out really frizzy. I use the It's a 10, it's like called light serum. I will link everything down below, but I use my It's a 10. I will apply that to my hair in order to help detangle it. I will then use a wet brush and I will gently comb my hair. I then like to go in with this Avita Damage Remedy. It's just a repair serum. It's really light. I take a little bit of this and I apply this from my ears down, okay? Once that is in, I will do this crinkle motion with my hands. And what that's gonna do is it's going to help your hair form the natural kind of like hair clusters, like curl pattern that your hair has. And then I go in with a really good amount of mousse and I apply that probably from like where my brows are down to the bottom of my hair. And then I like to take a towel, just do the same motion with my hand and the towel to just help take out any of the excess water, okay? And then I literally let my hair air dry. A literal 60-second routine. And I have to say, like, I just feel so much better. Like my hair doesn't look perfect. It just kind of gives like a beachy wave. I kind of like how like textured it looks, and it's, I don't know, it's just like a step up from me just like brushing my hair out and letting it air dry. So this has been the heatless style that I have been rocking all summer. I've been doing this thing where I've been going through all my belongings and I want to use what I have, and if I'm not gonna use it, I wanna get rid of it. So I bought these Gucci sunglasses in the beginning of the spring, okay? Before I got the Amazon ones. And I was like, oh God, I haven't worn these at all. So in August, I just made it a mission to wear these more. I love a cat eye. They're like very sophisticated. They fit my head really nicely. Like I like a sunglass, it feels like it's not going anywhere. Like it's on the face. It's not drooping down my nose, especially when I get hot and I'm sweaty. Like I don't like when I gotta keep pulling my glasses up towards my face. But I still love the Amazon ones better, and I would recommend the Amazon ones before recommending these. Again, in the spirit of using things I don't normally use, I went through my pocketbook collection and was like, okay, you know what? This summer is light, it's airy. I tend to use smaller bags in the summer, larger tote bags in the fall, winter, just because you need more, in my opinion. You know, I don't know, that's my girl brain. So I'm like, let me get all of the cutesy bags in while I can. So shockingly, these were the two bags that I used the most in August. Now, this is a vintage D-ring bag. I got this off of Poshmark. It is in excellent, exceptional condition. I wanted this bag for a really long time. For a bit there, I really regretted buying this, but this was a piece that I had my eye on, I had seen so many times, and was just like, I found it in exceptional condition, like excellent condition, and was like, it just makes sense, I have to have it. And my God, I'm so glad that I bought it. Not a lot fits in here, a pretty small bag. My phone, I can fit sunglasses, I'll put like my lip in, my wallet in here, and then girlfriend, that's it. Maybe like my car keys. Great for the summer, the spring. I also think it's like a great color combo for the fall. I also got this Loro Piana? I don't know. This knockoff bag on Etsy. I did like an affordable handbag video with you guys several months ago, and I like it. It's cute. It goes with a lot of my wardrobe. I like the gold detailing. It's simple, it's cute, sits really nicely like on a table, on the chair. If we go out to dinner, and like a lot of places don't have, at least a lot of places that I'm going to, don't have like hooks for my bag. This is so small that I can just like sit it next to me or behind me in the chair, and it's really good. It's a nice soft leather. Again, I got this on Etsy. I will do my best to find it and link it down below. Really cute bag that my aunt got me. Look at how cute it is. It's a cat in a library reading a book, and it says, "That's what I do. I read books, I drink coffee, and I know things." I am so obsessed with this because it helps keep me so organized. I will put my iPad in here and I put my planner in here. And then on the outside, I will put my Kindle and also my AirPods. So I have all of my like electronics. If I'm editing a video, I will bring my like plug-in headphones and put them in here. Every time I use it, it puts such a smile on my face. Like, how stinking adorable is this? And I love this cat. I said this summer that I wanted to read a ton of books, and read a ton of books I did. In July, I was reading Wives Like Us by Plum Sykes. I didn't love the book, okay? I'm gonna be honest. Not one of my favorites. I felt like it was like an easy read, and I love an easy read, but it's kind of like amounted to nothing. Like, I felt like it was a lot of like build up for it to just be like, that's it. It's just not a book that I would personally recommend. But if you read it, let me know your thoughts. Do you like it? Did you not like it? What do we think? I then pivoted to The Summer I Turned Pretty. My sister-in-laws are watching the show, The Summer I Turned Pretty, and they were both talking about it, and they were saying like how corny and like cheesy it is. And I am someone where I like love a corny, cheesy book. Like, that's just my vibe. I like a coming of age book. I like reading about like young women balancing relationships and life and loss. And so my sister-in-laws were talking about it, and I was like, oh, well, screw the show. I don't want to watch the show. I want to read the book because I won't like the show. I don't like a cringe show, but for some reason, just a cringe book reads differently to me. So I read the first two books, The Summer I Turned Pretty, which is the first one. That one was my favorite one. It like really set the stage. Main character, who is Belly, her kind of like relationship that she has with these two brothers, okay? And I'm not gonna give it away, I'm not gonna ruin it. We all know. It's about her trying to pick between the two brothers, like who she loves. Her growing up and going to this beach house with her mom and her mom's best friend. And you know, it's really interesting because it talks about how she's grown as a child and like becoming this woman. And also it talks about loss because someone that she loves gets very sick and dies of cancer. And then the second book in the series is called It's Not Summer Without You. I also like that one. Still liked the first one better. And then the last one is my least favorite so far. We'll Always Have Summer. If you're interested, you should read it. If you read it, let me know what you think. Let's talk about it down below in the comments. The first and second book felt really relatable for me. Not that I've ever been in love with like two brothers, but it's just like the nostalgia, the feeling. You remember what it was like finding your first love and like how that feels, and how your first love feels so different than like other loves and la la la, all that kind of stuff. Just like growing up as a girl, okay? And watching princess movies and being told to find Prince Charming, it just felt like I could relate. I think the third book I can relate, but it makes me angry, where she kind of just like puts herself aside to accommodate this guy, loses her identity, doesn't really put as much time and effort into like her girlfriends, and kind of just gets pulled into the whole having a boyfriend and relationship of it all. Interesting. Triggering. I want to get like one more summer book in. I think the next one I want to read is The Summer of Broken Rules, a happily ever after beach read. I've been wearing my Apple Watch a lot less, and I really like wearing my carnelian Van Cleef bracelet. You know, I say it every time to everyone who will listen. I do not recommend buying this bracelet. I do not think it is worth the price tag, but do I regret buying this? Absolutely not. And I hope that that makes sense. I was a fool when I bought it, and I'm grateful. Today, I'm grateful for that said fool, but I just don't think it's worth the extreme price tag. Kind of like changed up the rings a little bit. So I'm still wearing my cable ring by David Yurman. I always wear that on my pinky ring. This is the pinky ring. Linear pieces. So I have this single diamond up top, white topaz and gold vermeil. The top one is real gold, and then this is gold vermeil. And then in between, I sandwich my Cartier love ring, and I absolutely love it. This ring is so fun. You know, I haven't worn this for a bit, but this is definitely a piece where I used to wear it all the time. Mike bought this for me when we went to Santorini, Greece. I've been wearing so much blue lately that I was like, I should just wear a blue ring. No, I'm also wearing my Clash ring. Added back my tennis bracelet. I took this off to clean it a while ago, and then I just never put it back on. But then I did a jewelry video recently where I decluttered my jewelry and I added a couple new pieces. being, one of them being this linear ring, the gold vermeil and white topaz one. So I was going through my collection, I put this back on, and then this piece I've never shown you guys. This is new. This is from Karma and Luck. It's fake gold. I don't know if it's plated and whatnot. I honestly don't remember, but it has the malachite evil eye around it. So I just thought it was so cool. You know, I really wanted that evil eye bracelet that everyone and their mother has where it's like the glass beads. But I was like, I don't want what everyone and their mother has. Like, I like having more unique pieces. And I have a lot of pieces that are not unique, like all of my Cartier. So I went online, I found this, it was on sale. I think I spent like $130 on this, but I really like it and I think it's a great addition. But that is it, guys. Be sure to let me know down below in the comments. Are you reading any good books? I would love to hear them. Any good beauty products that I need to know about? Do you gua sha your face? Do you use the microcurrent? Let's talk about it all. If you enjoyed this video and you're not yet subscribed, think about subscribing and also click the bell button next to it. This way you get notification every time a new video goes live here on my channel. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I really, really hope to see you in my next one. Bye, guys. Mwah.